Great. All right, students. So, good evening to all of you, to our very, very enthusiastic students. I am extending a warm welcome to each one of you to this special webinar that you have on Wings to Fly Public Speaking Workshop. I am Dr. Apurva Chauhan, your moderator for today, along with Dr. Rama, and I am thrilled to guide you through this insightful session. As we embark on our academic journey for the 2025 session, we must equip ourselves with academic knowledge and skills that are vital for the success in 21st century. Thus, this student engagement and career enhancement program, that is the Advanced Certificate in Career Readiness, has been specifically designed to ensure that our students are well prepared for the challenges and opportunities in the competitive global business environment. So I hope, students, that you're very excited for the session today. Would you want me to give you some insights? What this whole workshop is all about? Yes? Give me a yes in the chat box. All right. So, students, today we are going to talk about, your speaker is going to help you with understanding and developing a clear articulation, vocal projection, and effective body language for impactful communication. I think it's going to help you a lot, students. Relationship management, you'll also be able to learn strategies for effective communication, conflict resolution, and building strong professional relationships. Lastly, you'd also be trained in crafting persuasive arguments and delivering speeches that engage in influencing listeners. Right? I hope this is going to be really fun for all of you, and at the same time, in very knowledgeable and going to change you after this session. Yes. So, without any further ado, I would like to introduce you all to the distinguished speaker today. So I'm really honored to introduce you all to Mr. Akshay Yende. He's the lead HR learning strategy, United Airlines. He's a seasoned L&D professional with 16 years of corporate experience. A certified expert from ISTD, he specializes in aligning learning initiatives with business goals, delivering impactful training sessions, and designing engaging learning experiences using instructional design principles. His strengths include micro learning, blended learning, and gamified employee engagement. So that is amazing, students. I hope you are all going to learn a lot from the session. And so, as we delve into this workshop, in this webinar, let's seize the opportunity to gain the most into the world of public speaking that will definitely enhance your self confidence and contribute to your overall personal and professional development. So, again, without further ado, I invite Mr. Akshay to share his expertise with our students. Sir, the virtual floor is all yours.
Thank you, Apurva, and hi everyone. I see 251 numbers are just amazing. And so to begin with, Namaste, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, and all other things we follow to greet everyone. Thank you for joining this session. I'm really excited. And to begin with, I'm going to ask you first, Paul. I want to know how you have joined us today. Are you joining us from your mobile, or you're joining us from your laptops? That is just to confirm your first thing. You have the poll on your screens. I request everyone to quickly confirm how you're joining us. That is just to see the audience and kind of thing we are going to approach. Thank you. I see 130 responses so far. Amazing. And wow, we have 57% on laptops. That really helps. Thank you very much. This number is good. This is just for me to have a kind of sense whether are you going to be active, inactive, how are you going to engage with us, and that's the idea. Thank you very much. I'm going to end the poll Thank you. There are other devices as well. I see 5% of those, 8 of them. So thank you very much for joining. The first thing, I'm going to set the expectation with all of us. I generally do ask them to share their cameras, switch on the videos. So if you have ability to share and switch on your videos, very good. Can you just give a thumbs up in the chat boxes? Can you share? Are you ready to share your screens? Share your videos and engage with us. All right, slow response. And let me tell you, I live on energy which is shared by my, audiences. So I have a low energy, guys. I have a low energy. All right. So I understand there are challenges. Some of you would be just on your way to home, cooking or other things. All right, I completely understand, but I need the energy of 270 plus members who have joined this session. Thank you. With this, we'll start my particular introduction. Basically, I would start with something which takes us back to 1988. I was born in Mumbai, and all the, I would say, initial schooling, all my friends, the network, all the spoiling that has happened to me, it has happened here in this region. With this, I went to a college, my BCom, my master's, and I would say initial uh, bachelor's and master's degrees were completed from college, which is based out of Vidya Vihar in Mumbai. It is Somaya. I completed my some of the other certification programs, one from ISTD, one from IIM Lucknow, and so on. The education continues. With this, I started my job back in 2008 with NIT. It was my first role, and then I moved to several other organizations, which certainly gave me opportunities to work on and counsel students. So these three institutions I worked with, I supported. These were educational institutions. I supported them with their counseling, branding, and I would say promotion of educational courses. I switched to corporate training and learning and development as a function from Excel Dynamics, which is again based out of Mumbai. Then I continued my growth with various organizations that I worked with. I continue to explore the domain, learning and development, leadership development, creating content, delivering sessions, doing soft skill, behavioral skills, and of course, certainly the topic which is going to be our deep dive today, public speaking as well. The growth continued, the journey continued with me switching to Jaipur. So MetLife was in Jaipur and Noida. That's how I switched from Mumbai to northern part of India. With MetLife, I moved to Bangalore. I joined Consero for around 3 years. I worked in Bangalore, worked with different, I would say, dimension and social demographics, people, their habits, the culture completely was different. And from there on, I moved to my current organization, which is United Airlines. So currently, I support the learning strategy and development at United Airlines, which is our India offices are based out of Gurgaon. And I support and lead India employees to drive and bring out their best version. So that's where I am today. With this legacy, with this experience, I'm going to leverage the conversations that I have had in my life so far. I'm going to leverage on that for today's session. Though, and other side of me is I am a pet lover. So some of you, I'll just reach out to you now. If you can just ping if you have pets. Anybody has pets at home or who are the pet lovers, just give a thumbs up or a yes in the chat boxes. All right. The energy is low. My voice is going to be on the lower side. And I'm going to tell you, right, the the best practices of public speaking. If you don't give me energy, I'm going to be, low on energy. All right, thank you. With this, let's move, and we have this activity called poke your brain, because I told you I need energy. And who has that potential to bring that energy? We have 285 participants here. I would like to see your energy through this particular activity. This activity is just a brain teaser to bring you to the session and be aware. I'm going to switch on this, I would say play this video, and I need your responses. The activity goes like this. You need to respond in the chat boxes as quick as possible. All right. Are you ready for this activity? You can see a black box in between. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Hold on. I'll just move the chat box somewhere else so that you can see my screen very clearly. Is my screen visible now? Yes, Tamanna, I can understand it is hidden and it is a chat box. Now, everyone, do you see the majority, the most part of my screen, the video part of my screen? Everyone, can I get yes? There are black boxes. I'm so sorry. I have to see the chat box. And so I put box up here. I'm just moving. Okay, are we ready? Can you give me a thumbs up? Just choose the thumbs up. Can you just put the thumbs up in the chat box? All right. If not 280, I would like to see 295 now. Amazing. We are going to hit 300, guys. All right. Thank you. With this, let's start the activity. It's basically going to need you to be on your toes and type and basically put it in the chat box, whatever the answer you have. All right. I'm going to start now. Thank you. Just a quick check. Were you able to hear the audio? Just one confirmation. Of course. Thank you. Thank you. Let's start. So this is the activity. Activity goes like this. Say the color, not the word. I'm sure you must have done this, played this so many times, and still it's going to make us a lot of fun. So thank you. Let's start. It's yet to start. Which color is it? Are you saying white? Are you like going to look? Is it blue? I see blue on the screen, guys. Now I see yellow. Hold on. All right. Is it yellow? Now, which color do you see now? Is it red? Or black? Perfect. Is it brown? All right. Thank you. I now see some energy. Some energy. Thank you very much. Amazing. Let's start. Now with this, thank you everyone. I need this energy. When we are doing something on communication, something on public speaking, I need your energy. All right. So be on your toes. Keep your chat boxes available for you to respond. And this is a conversation. Let me give you a very clear disclaimer. Though I take the liberty to be the facilitator today, I may not be the single source of truth. What I'm trying to say is though I carry the experiences and all various, I would say, legacies of training various professionals on public speaking and communication. I I still rely, I still learn, and I still look at you as a unique individual to add more value to the conversation we are going to have. So feel free to add your perspectives, your thoughts, and comments in the chat box. With this, we are going to start the session. And the session is, of course, all about wings to fly. It's one of my favorite quotes, wings to fly. And I'm going to talk about various aspects, including how communication, confidence, and competence are three keys to success, how basically it adds to your overall potential that you carry. Next up, we're going to talk about the impact of public speaking on various aspects of your life, not just career, academics, and personal. There could be something beyond. And I'm going to talk about passion as well. You might have some passions which are still hidden, still unexplored, right? And you need some support on that. So we're going to talk about recognizing the impact of these. How do we overcome these barriers? And certainly there are more ways to identify those fears, what makes us feel those fears, and how do we overcome those. Next up, we're going to talk about how do we create our elevator pitch. I understand some of you could be really experienced, or some of you would be starting your career, and how elevator pitch, creating those within 60 seconds, how can you basically create a compelling impact on the listener and on your audience. Lastly, this session is going to focus on the practical skills. And as I understand, and you know that, we may not completely gain the skills to apply the public speaking. This is an attempt by Amity and me to make you aware of certain things which are required, and we're going to support you with some practical tips and tricks. Though, who has the most important credibility or most important factor, who's going to drive your potential? Can I get a response in the chat box? Who is responsible to bring out the best version of yourself? Can you just respond in the chat box? Of course, it is you. So I need a quick commitment from each one of you, right? You have already shown a great intent by showing up to this session at 8 o'clock in the evening during the weekday, maybe working day for some of you or most of you. Thank you very much for that, for taking the first step and showing that intent to learn and improve your current version. Am I audible, Narendra? You're saying please repeat. Is my audio not clear? Can I get a response, Narendra? Is my audio clear? All right, it is clear. Most of you are saying. Narendra, not sure. You may want to check your audio and maybe the sound system that you're using. Thank you. With this, I need a commitment from each one of you to work on these practical tips. That is something you need to drive. We are there. Amity is amazing platform. They're just going above and beyond, I would say, to make sure the students across the levels are given the value of education, value that they really will bring out some change in their professional and personal lives. Thank you very much. All right, we'll start the session with this. And I'm going to begin with the first, I would say, the image on your screen is, can I get your responses? What is this called? Those who are studying psychology or philosophy might have seen this. Quick responses. Have you ever seen this? Tamanna, thank you very much. It is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What are we doing here? Are we going, is this session something about philosophy or psychology? I hear there are some boxes. Now, is it clear? I've moved those boxes away so you can see the screen. So sorry for any interruption that you're having on the screen. I need to keep the chat box open so I can see your responses. Thank you. So why are we discussing Maslow's theory of self-actualization, or I would say this hierarchy of needs? What is the need here, right? So first thing first, we are going to talk about potential. Okay, just a moment. I'm so sorry. Some of you are still complaining about black spots. I'm trying to move my screen away so you don't have that distraction. I hope it is clear now. Thank you. So Maslow's hierarchy needs basically highlights the human potential. It is the foundation of uh, how we look for survival, how we grow from survival instincts to to the next level of looking for safety, creating the self belongingness in the society, and next up is the esteem. Esteem is basically all about gaining the confidence. How do we get that confidence? Is doing the things, doing the right things, doing the things which gives us a pride, right? That's the esteem. And the top level of this Maslow's hierarchy of needs is self-actualization, achieving our true potential, and that's where our target is going to be. How do you look at that potential? That's the point I'm talking about. So the most important takeaway, one of the takeaway is for you, and I would call it from now onwards, grab the gold, everyone. So grab the gold is you should take away these pointers for you to improve, work upon. So this is one of the gold. Your potential is only strong as your ability to express it. How many of you are able to understand and perceive this? Can I get some responses? Do you agree? Do you disagree with what I'm saying? Your potential is only as strong as your ability to express it, right? How does it relate, right? The moment you expand your horizon, go beyond your comfort zones. I'm talking about the fear of communication, fear of public speaking. You may not be able to go and achieve something which is your best version. Okay, I'll minimize this. I'm trying to find a way so I can see the chat boxes, everyone. Um, I'm struggling, frankly speaking, to move this particular chat box away. Okay. Tamanna, thank you for adding that comment. She loves going on stage and speak. Um, all right. Perfect. Super. So ability to express certainly connects the dots with our session, and that's where we're moving towards. We'll start with the session, which is the competence. I would say, the core of the foundation of. Hold on. There is someone who is still trying to chat about. Apurva, I need to just hold on. I need to solve this challenge. Hold on. Is this now floating? Are you able to see this? Can I get a response,
I think,
Apurva or someone?
yeah, I think I can see competence written on the screen.
It is. That's what it is. Are
Yeah.
you able to see majority of the screen now?
Yeah,
The
I
chat
think
box is away.
there's a sidebar. There's a rectangular bar
This one,
on the left hand side of the screen.
So
okay.
kindly scroll the pop-ups a bit away from the screen. So that may work, I
Hold
guess.
on. Hold on. I'm trying to hide it. It's hold on. Let me reshare. Is there a? I've already selected hide floating ones. Not sure why. hide video panel. Is it better? At least the video panel is away now. But the moment I open the chat box, it's still going to be there. Everyone. Can I get a confirmation? Is this better or still you are seeing?
I can see the box
Sir,
still.
Can you reshare again and this time share only your presentation?
I'll try that. Just a minute. Yes. Is it now? It's still there because I have not opened my chat box yet. All right, let's start. Let's begin because it's going to be. You still see the chat box there? It's still there.
It is still there, sir.
Hold on. How do I see your responses? That's a challenge. I'm trying to move it. Hold on. Hide floating controls. I've done that. I'm so sorry for this experience, everyone. Only black box. Hold on. And now, okay. Hold on. Hide controls. It has already hidden. And hide video panel. So is it better, everyone? I may not be able to see the chat box. I'm facing that challenge, but I think let's get started. I want the value of this session to reach each one of you as you're attending, 345 of you. Thank you for your patience. And we'll probably open the chat box wherever specific discussion is required. Otherwise, I'll get started. Thank you. All right. So competence is the core of our being, which basically relates to your domain, the education field that you're working on, or basically your profession, and so on. You need to excel in there. That's the base. That's going to remain a bedrock of your professional, personal journey that you're going to achieve. Right? That is needed. That there is no exception to that. There is very less tolerance around having competence. Absolutely no. You need to go and deep dive into your area of expertise, the subject topic or that you're working on, or you want to be the profession of that particular area. So that is core, that remains core, and I'm going to say you need to work on it as you go along. Let's consider you're working on data analytics, or you're working on marketing, you're working on psychology. As I'm working on learning and development and leadership development, I need to continue to invest in my competence. As the day progresses, the technologies are introduced, we need to focus on driving and developing those competencies. There is no exception to that. We are talking about the wings to fly now. What are the wings to fly? Those two are already introduced to you. One is communication, and certainly another one is confidence. The way it goes, once you have a strong competence in your area, in your domain, is that enough, everyone, to become successful in your profession, irrespective of any domain you are in? Is that enough? Can I get some confirmations? That's enough, Nagendra? I'm trying to understand your view. Probably the competence, our degrees, or our higher education or professional certifications that we do, yeah, that adds a lot of value. Can you, or can all of us survive just based on that? we might reach the level where we are individual contributors, we are excelling, we are doing good, amazing. The moment you hit the mid-level management or junior management levels, probably you might start managing people. And the moment you do that, dealing with people, managing people, drive the performance, drive the motivation, not just yours, of your teams, you need a level of communication. Certainly, I'm not talking about conversation. I'm not talking about your ability to speak in English. No, everyone, please understand. Communication is not just the language, it's the medium, I would say. Medium could be English, medium could be Hindi. You need a very good communication skills. I'm going to talk about how we are going to define a good communicator. We'll certainly talk about it. And lastly, the moment you have these two, competence and communication, it gives you very strong will to go forward with that confidence. And Varsha is saying speak loud. Am I audible, everyone? I just need a confirmation. So uh, is it audible now? I have my mic very near to me. I may not be able to. I'll have to change the speaker if at all that is the issue. All right. Thank you. Thanks for your responses. And I need to see the chats because that's how I am going to drive the conversation. So I'm moving it towards right. Wherever there is a content which is going to hide your view, I will make sure you see that. Thank you. So communication certainly adds more fuel to bring in that confidence. And confidence doesn't necessarily mean just you go strong, stand up bold, and just say out to the loud to the world that I'm here. No, that's not needed. It's about you crossing the barriers with that confidence. So competence, confidence, and communication, these are the three wings that you need, and that's going to help you fly really high beyond your imagination. And we are going to deep dive into how basically we identify the specific needs for being and achieving those wings to fly. All right, you might have heard this particular quote. Have you ever heard this quote? First of all, you can be the best kept secret in the room. There are, yes. Have you observed any such secrets in your workplaces, in your colleges, in your schools, in your societies? There are people who are just quiet, who don't like to talk, who are smart, let me tell you, who are educated. Uh, just they don't like to talk. They are busy. They're okay in their own zones. They may be introverts. Maybe I'm not quoting them or kind of putting them in a category, but there are such people. Now, how do you look at them? Do you find them to be confident, first of all? Anyone? Do you find them to be confident? They're just sitting somewhere. You don't even realize they are in the room. Oh my God. They are around in all workplaces. They just say hi to everyone. Hey, hi, everyone. You might see some people waving you, saying hi to you, creating that compelling, energy in the room. Hey, hi, how are you? And there are some people, hey, hi, I'm good. They might just say that and just keep doing what they're doing. The tone, the voice, they're not confident. Probably they don't know how to speak. They don't know how to carry themselves. It goes into personality as well. Yeah, thank you, Davis, for adding that. He's added a very good quote around, if speech is silver, then silence is golden. Amazing. If you certainly, I would say you need to read the room and add your points. You need not be always louder and cheerful in the room. That's not the point I'm trying to suggest, Davis. I'm trying to suggest is how you communicate and maintain your presence. It could be executive presence, it could be presence in the room. Do you make others feel your presence in the room? Is the question. But yeah, thank you for adding that comment. It really helps. Continue to add your perspectives and thoughts. Jasmeet, you're right. Absolutely. They speak very low, not because they're not intelligent. Probably they don't know how to communicate, or they are not confident, or they are not aware they should attend this session, probably. All right. Anyways, we hear from, okay, do I need to introduce this personality to each one of you? Anyone? Guesses? Who is he? Yes, Tamanna, do you know this personality? Absolutely, Suresh, Dipshika, it is. We're going to hear from Warren Buffett, how and why. Let's hear his message, basically.
Far the best investment you can make is in yourself. I mean, for example, communication skills. I tell the students that come that they're going to graduate schools and business, and they're learning all these complicated formulas and all that. If they just learn to communicate better, and both in writing and in person, they increase their value at least 50%. And, I mean, if you can't communicate, somebody says, it's like winking at a girl in the dark. Nothing happens, basically. And you have to be able to get forth your ideas, and that's relatively easy. I did it myself.
All right. I hope you get the message from Warren. Yes, Raki is saying something. If you just communicate, you can get by. But if you communicate skillfully, you can work miracles. Amazing. Lovely. Thank you, Raki, for adding that quote. I certainly endorse that. So what Warren has to say, is there anyone who's going to now counter Warren and say no communication skill? Okay, just good to have, nothing much. Yes, is there anyone who wants to counter Warren Buffett's message here, that communication is good to have, not a must have, especially nowadays? Anyone? Any counters? Yeah, you need exceptional communication skills, is what I'm trying to say, everyone. Let's hear that. Let's clearly follow that. We need an exceptional communication skills to thrive. Please pay attention to what I said. To thrive. We can all survive with just an average level of communication. Survival is not a challenge. Do you want to thrive? Can I get yes or no? Can I get thumbs up in the chat box? My question is, do you want to thrive? Anyone here who is okay with having average communication skills? Who's okay to let go that promotion which is going to someone who has average competence, but they have good communication skills, they know how to reach, they know how to present their ideas, and they know how to express. If you need to thrive, you need good communication skills, everyone, especially now. And everyone, I'm just going to add one more dimension around where we live. Our demographics. India's demographics basically talk about having close to 60%, I would say 50 to 60% below 30. My numbers could be wrong. I'm just trying to average it. Yes, the kind of competition we are going to see in coming years, and we are seeing now, it's going to be tough just to rely on your competence. You need those exceptional skills, and we are seeing those basically the way content creators, podcasters, the army professionals, veterans, the way I'm seeing that trend. Those army veterans, amazing. We salute the duties they perform. We are safe because of them. After their, I would say, retirement, I'm seeing a trend. Many of them, most of them, are trying to improve their industry skills, corporate skills, to drive, to have those conversations. And I see really good communicators On YouTube now, there are many good podcasts, really good, I would say, content creators who are learning these skills and making fortunes. They're thriving. With that, can I get a quick check from each one of you? Is there any favorite podcaster that you can recall? You may want to just put that name in the chat box. Your favorite podcaster. Ranveer, yeah. Beer Bicep, yeah. Anyone? Reality, Jay Shetty, yes. Okay, I may not know some of them, so sorry, not updated, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, I really appreciate the kind of boom we see in podcast and a lot of content being created, really good quality content. Gaur Gopal Das, Movement of Silence, amazing. Yeah, keep that going. I want to see those names here. Thank you. So we see that amazing value podcaster bring in to all YouTubers, to all the audiences around, and we see really great content being shared with us. So that's the magic of communication, is what I'm trying to say. Is there anyone in the audience who is passionate about becoming the podcaster or content creator? Is there anyone? If you're already doing it, please type it here. If you're already doing it, amazing. I can see responses from Puneet, Satyajit. You're doing a clubhouse. Premnath, thank you. You can share more details. People here can benefit from that if they're around. But yeah, there are few people, folks like Amit. He's saying want to be a public speaker. Amazing, Amit. We need to have those passions around. I hope to do someday. I'm a YouTuber. Amazing, Varsha. Book club. Want to become YouTuber. If you are doing that and you are passionate about becoming a YouTuber or podcaster, certainly you need something to, improve, work upon. I'm not saying you're zero, hands off. I'm not saying that. I gave that disclaimer. I'm not the only, source of truth all about public speaking. No, you have the content on the screens. You have a lot of speakers, a lot of courses available on public speaking. What value I'm going to add here today is the awareness, everyone. I'm not here probably to teach you how to improve it. Yes, we're going to discuss those practices, but will you improve that in just 2 hours content? Absolutely no. My role is beyond that, is to make you aware why it is important and trigger that change in behavior. That's my role, everyone. All right. Thank you. Let's go ahead. Why it matters. And I'm going to show on the screen some amazing personalities in coming slides. You're going to see why it matters. I'm going to emphasize and re-emphasize so that there is an awareness and there is a change in behavior. What compels us? It is already there, right? The content that we have, that we are going to talk about, it's already there, lying around. There is a problem of plenty. Do you agree with me, everyone? Can I get your responses? It's a problem of plenty. There is a lot of content, but please accept here that we don't pay attention to what is needed. Everyone, there is a lot available for free. Yes, it's just a matter of awareness and changing that one behavior. Thank you. With this, okay, all right. I'm going to close now chat boxes because you may not be able to see the content on the screen. What I'm trying to highlight here is why competence is not just enough. Yes, and you all agreed. We all see that around. There have been instances and stories. I'm going to talk about Vinish. One of my friend, Vinish, he is my childhood friend, certainly promising, completed his graduation. He is BTech, I think so. Really good chap, confident. He is smart. He drives solutions. He's from Mumbai. And trust me, he has, I would say, really good acumen or intelligence to get into anything, and he'll solve the problem for you, right? Amazing problem solver. He started his job in an IT firm, worked really good for a couple of IT companies, and then moved to the next one and next one until he reached the manager position. Now the challenge started, and it's a real story. I'm not making up. It's the real, and you might see people around you as well. The moment professionals get into from IC roles to professional, people management role, the challenge props up. So he was really good at, solving problems, creating workflows, creating those codes, writing, debugging something. I'm not from tech, so may not be able to add more, but he was good at what he was supposed to be, domain. Yeah, he had a good competence with respect to our conversation. Now the challenge started when he was given an opportunity to present to one of the clients. The client, of course, certainly he was from North Americas. They were traveling to India for adding more investments, and there were some new products which were being launched. The ideas were shared by Vinish, of course. The challenge now started. First time in his career, his boss gave him an opportunity, go ahead, do the presentation and make it happen, right? He was a manager without hand holding. He was supposed to drive that conversation, get the outcome, get the action, or get the product launch done or project moving. All of that was expected from him. He prepared his PPT. The deck was ready. And on the day of presentation, he was about to enter the room. He spoke to his boss just to cover me up if I flunk somewhere, if I need some help. I might give you a clue and you may want to pitch in and add more inputs and so on. He just prepped his boss that I might fail. Perfect. The moment clients were in, they were ready to present, he 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 just couldn't start with a bang. That was needed, right? He rambled, and of course there were issues with reference to having that confidence to speak to someone unknown, present your thoughts, ideas with clarity. He had never done that. He was very good at doing it on his own, writing it, solving it, launching it, not expressing it to the client. And that's where the challenge was. The boss had to pitch in, right? The conversation that was supposed to go, he could certainly add more value when the conversation was around product, the technical abbreviations or technology related stuff. He added more conversation there, but he could not pursue it. The questions which were beyond technology or product, he could not handle those effectively. He was skilled at responding to specific closed answers. All right, that was a challenge. He couldn't understand some of the context behind those questions. Certainly, being a manager doesn't prep you to be there, to understand the context, to understand and read the room and give a response which is going to give you a positive outcome. He was not good at it. So what I'm trying to say, certainly he got the opportunity. His boss understood. They created his learning plan. And what do you think happened next? Any guesses? He flunked. We think that, yeah, Amit, you want to add some value here? Yeah, he flunked. Though he was certainly asked to, learn those skills, learn all of those, he felt that why it is needed and why. So even now, I'm not making it up. Even now, he's struggling to get into the senior management role, which is beyond AVP, VP, and so on. There are challenges. He's still with the same company. And I'm not saying it cannot happen. It can happen. What I'm trying to highlight here is the trigger. Okay. The trigger has to be really strong, everyone, to change our skill set. Again, I'm trying to highlight it's not the content that I'm going to pass on, just the content. I would say I'm going to hit the trigger to make that change, to make the behavioral change. So you start making real actions within or towards excelling in public speaking or communication. That's my attempt. All right. So next up, great ideas. Some of you have ideas to start your podcast, your content creation. You might have some ideas to create your own startups. Let's talk about startups. Is there anyone in this group, 374 of us, who wants to set up his own startup? Anyone? Please move the black box. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Is there anyone? Startup. I'm talking about startups. You have any strong ideas? Everyone. Yes, I see a lot of yes there. So many of you. And I wish you the best. You get your ideas into reality. Beyond that, you need to move. Yes, you need to move. Why you need communication to get into a startup? You need strong ideas to be pitched to your investors. Maybe I'm assuming you have your own funds, your own capital. If you don't have, you need investors. You need to have that network who can be in your team and get the things going faster. How do you convince someone to join your startup? I'm not talking about funds now. How do you convince your customers who are not trusting, who are not seeing any brand? All right, you need this. We need this. Yeah. Next up, visibility is important as capability. Any thoughts on this? Please feel free to add in the chat box. There is no, I don't have to explain this. There are many capable professionals around, and I've talked enough about not showing up, not expressing, not showing up when it is needed. When the conversation around a new IJP, a new position in your company comes up in your team meetings with your manager, if you don't talk confidently, express, convince, persuade your boss, your managers, your stakeholders, we're going to lose that. Let's accept the fact. So we need visibility. We don't just need visibility, and you know that being in corporates, I've seen that, and I'm sure you must have seen that, experience that always, that there are people who are just visible. Can I get a confirmation in the chat boxes? Have you seen people who are just visible? They do not have capability, and they're growing. And they're growing. Yeah. They know how to talk. They know how to express the right thing at the right time, right conversation with the right stakeholders. They know that. Enough of visibility. So it matters, everyone. I think I'm doing a lot of convincing here, but it matters. I know you are in with that concept, and wings does matter. And I'm going to take you through some specific pointers. Who are the good communicators? Good communicators make you feel seen, heard, and understood. I'm just reading out. They tune in, not just speak out. Tune in, what I'm trying to say is they read the room. They read the room and not just blabber, right? They read the room. Is it the right time? Is it the right stakeholder or the individual I'm talking to? Is it the right tone I should talk to? Am I saying the right thing to the right person at the right time, right? How am I making them feel? Am I connecting with them emotionally? Just imagine a scenario. You're Friday, you're struggling with lot of work pending. It's a Friday, right? You're thinking of shutting down your laptop, enjoying your, leisure time with families. Your boss chose to schedule a meeting at 9 o'clock on Friday, saying, I want to connect everyone. Team, I need you to be in this meeting, mandatory. Yeah. Just think about how the employees would feel, not just you, other employees. You're calling them out on Friday, 9 o'clock, maybe a dinner time for most of us. Why? Very basic etiquette, right? Let's go ahead. Let's say boss says, no, Vijay, there are a lot of errors. Why? He wants answers on Friday evening. Your Saturday, Sunday is off. There is a Monday. And this issue is not urgent. The escalation or the challenge or the feedback your boss is giving to Vijay, it's not urgent. Can good communicator choose and understand the environment, understand the person who they are talking to? How will they feel hearing it out on Friday evening? I'm not highlighting the Friday part. I'm highlighting the time which is beyond work hours, possibly. All right. So again, these are the good communicator traits and attributes. I'm sure you will take a note of it and grab the gold from these slides. The words carry empathy. I would raise a question here and ask each one of you to share your comments in the chat box. Do you remember the best boss you have worked with? Everyone. I've moved the chat box down here. You're not missing on any content. Can I get a response in the chat box? Do you remember a good boss you worked with? How did they make you feel? And why do you remember them? Can you just put it in the chat box? Why do you remember them? One trait. You remember Nupur, Nagavalli? Yes. Yes. Why do you remember them? Very well connected. Thank you, Amit. Why do you remember them? He encourages a lot. All right. What are the reasons? Because of his skill? Is it competency and personality both together? All right. Because of the way he communicates, he appreciates work. Absolutely. He is humble. I see a lot of good comments there. Supports, not blame anyone, anything. Learn how to manage. Amazing. Why do you remember them? Is only because they're good communicators. Everyone. We are putting them into this tag. The tag is good communicator. Very simple. And we're going to see some more of these attributes. The gold here is this. He's not someone who just speaks well. He's someone who understands and responds with purpose. That's the goal. With this, let's move to the next point I'm trying to make about good attributes of communicators. They inspire. Some of you just called out. Yes, they use stories, metaphors, vision to move people. Now, I've seen people who just talk to the point, just to the point. I don't have time. I don't want to motivate you. Get the work done. You have any issue? No. Bye-bye. Meeting is over. Yes, there are people, there are managers, there are leaders who do that. Maybe because of time, maybe because of other challenges, but most of the time, they're not good communicators, right? So one of the most, I would say, the best qualities I have seen in communicators is when they talk, they make you feel, important. That's one of the abilities I have seen. They add energy to you, to the conversations. Otherwise, I've seen people who run away. Have you ever faced this in your life? Everyone, you feel like, oh, this person, no, oh my god, ऐसे हाथ जोड़ लेते हैं, दूर से यार, दूर से, इसको नहीं यार, इसको नहीं. I don't want to talk to this person for long. काम से काम रखो यार. Have you seen such people? There are people like this. Anyone? Can I get a thumbs up? Have you seen such people who takes away a lot of energy? Just like, oh my God, what? Yeah, talks negative, talks, toxic, just do, I would say, gossiping about others, or they just say, nah, if you're doing some good project, nah, isme dam nahi hai, nahi hoga. It won't be approved, and so on. Have you seen that? They just can't talk positive. There are people, right, who takes away your energy. I call them energy vampires. They suck your energy and stay away from them. All right. Against, absolutely, Raki, you're right. I think you're a psychology student. Maybe you're bringing in those attributes. Thank you. But these are valuable. And against this, there are energy boosters. I call them energy boosters. Again, one of the goals you should grab, energy boosters. Another chat confirmation I need from each one of you. Are you the energy vampire, or you are the energy boosters for others around you? Who are you? Just now, we were talking about others. Can you reflect? It is important, right? We should reflect. Who are we? Log humse to bhagte nahi hai na. Let's do that. And who would want to call ourselves energy vampire? I may not call myself energy vampire. Never. I don't see. Yeah, Fatima, what happened? Why would you call yourself energy vampire? Do you think people run away from you? Or you are, I would like to know, Fatima, whenever time permits, please feel free to, add it in the chat box, or you can have conversation. You feel that way. All right. I really appreciate the candidness. It takes a lot, I would say, to, self sabotage and say, oh no, I'm bad. I don't want to do that. But yes, it's good to, be aware, introspect, and improve, of course. Nobody wants to be energy empires. The moment we realize, oh my God, yes, I've been talking negative about people, I've been talking, I've been demotivating others, you may want to improve that. You may want to stop doing that. Control your comments and responses. Rather, most of the energy vampires I have seen, I would say, they are reactors. They generally react fast. Whatever comment comes in and conversation goes on, reaction. So yes, reaction versus response is one of the traits you would see in good communicators. Everyone who think, reflect, and really give a purposeful responses. That is what I would call a good communicator. All right. Disha is saying something. Okay. Thank you. All right. We'll move on. And the goal here is this. They just don't communicate or just don't transfer, they transfer the belief. And you might have seen some managers you just spoke about. They are the ones who would say even yes to impossible projects. Yes, or give you hope or believe that yes, it's possible. Do it, try your best. Yeah, do it, you can do it. They would know you're not good at it. I have seen people, I was blessed to have some managers like this who knew that I'm not good at Excel, I'm not good at reporting, I'm not good at some of the things. They relied on me. They kept saying, no, I can. I know you're doing that. You're putting in efforts. Do it well. Very good. So these are the managers who put in belief that I can do it. Are you the one? Are you the one who inspire people around you if you are the manager? Or are you blessed with such a manager? Can I get a response? All right. Please keep doing that. Thank you. Next one. Again, some traits and some good attributes of communicators. Absolutely. Clearly speaking, articulation is important. How many of you believe articulation? You speak clearly. Yes. you speak with purpose, and make sure your message is well understood. Okay, that includes a lot of things. We have a slide on articulation. We're going to talk about it, but yeah, let's move, because in the interest of time, I might, go slow. So sorry. I just had a time check, and we are behind the schedule, I would say, with respect to my slides. So they are the ones who align their words, their tone, their actions. That is what combined together your personality, your body language, and your tone, how you speak, how the other person would take that message. If it is in sync, the message is conveyed and you get a response which is expected. So being a good articulator is another, I would say, attribute that good communicators have. How many of you go with this grab the goal statement here? Can you see this statement, grab the goal? Can I get your responses? I'll just minimize this. So sorry. Okay. Can I get your responses on the grab the goal statement? Any fool can make something complicated. Have you seen such fools around you? Have you seen such fools around you who make it simply everything difficult? My God, what is this? Yes, you need to put in efforts to make things simple. And I hope I'm doing that through this session. I'm not confusing you. Yeah, I'm trying to simplify. The outcome of this session is to make you aware, to make you just give you that trigger. My focus is on the trigger that changes the behavior. Even I would say 5% or 10% of you start focusing on and improving communication and public speaking. That's a gold for me. Thank you. One of the colleagues feeling very sad. I'm reading out the comment from Manthan. Talk him after conversation. He says, now I am feeling better. Yes, amazing. Thanks, Manthan, for doing that. Keep doing that. You're supporting. You're being a good communicator. Thank you, Manthan. Next up, we're going to focus on, I'm going to put down my chat box, this. And most of you have already confirmed that you remember your managers who made you feel good. Any other thoughts? Please feel free to add it in the chat box. And there are few specific pointers coming your way, everyone. These are the pointers for you to note down and add it in your learning plan. First thing first, to be a good communicator, you need not have good vocabulary. That's not the requirement, guys. Yes, vocabulary is good to have. Absolutely, you can make simple sentences really complex, you know. So vocabulary is good, certainly, but be authentic. Be authentic. The moment you are authentic, you're genuine, you're real, whatever it is there in your heart, people understand. You don't have to put in efforts to become a great communicator. Frankly speaking, you need to show empathy and not the ego to the person you're talking to. And remember, with this, I'm going to say one more thing. You are a brand. I'm repeating, you are a brand. Is there anyone who support this? You are a brand. Anyone? Disagree? Is there anyone who disagree that you are a brand? Yes, good or bad, we'll see that. Yes, every conversation that you have, every conversation, your brand value decreases or increases. Repeating, for an impact, you are a brand, your brand value is in your hand. It's in your hand. Every single conversation, every person you talk to, every day you show up in your office, it is either increasing or decreasing. Who does that? It's you. It is you. So please be mindful. Your brand value, where it is, you have to evaluate. Yes. Next up, Make it about them. About them, the person or group of employees, group of individuals you're talking to. Include them, understand their thought process, understand the perspectives, and offer them emotional takeaway. Now, some of our uh, sorry. I'm minimizing the chat box. So sorry. So sorry. Yes. I'm going to make a statement for which certainly a psychology student would like. Create a psychological safety. I'm going to define it. Don't worry. Some of you psychology students, we have some professors, you're expert at it. Please don't mind my uh, generic definition. I'm not the expert in psychology. What I'm trying to say is, what is psychology? There are 3 or 4 levers to psychology. In my view, what I have been understanding and observing, first psychological safety is being yourself. Yes, can a person around you be themselves, be open, the kind of culture they have, kind of traditions they have, kind of clothes they wear, kind of thoughts and beliefs they have, can they come and be themselves? That's the first psychological safety. Second is a learner safety. Can he or she, the person or people around you, do they have or do you have a learner safety? Can I make mistakes in this team? Hello, are you okay with I making mistakes? Yes, you can make mistakes. Don't repeat, learn from the mistakes, make new mistakes, is what I say. When I have a team who come to me, I tell them, yes, make mistakes. That's the way to grow. That's the way to, improve, go to the next version. Can you do repeat mistakes? Sometimes human error, not repetitively, right? Do you do that? Do you create this learner safety in your team members, or do you have that people around you? The third safety is ability to counter the perspectives. Do you have that safety around you? Do you offer that safety to a person you're talking to, that yes, I am open to your perspectives. I have my beliefs, I have my thoughts, but I'm open to your thoughts. I'm listening to you. Tell me, are you open to different perspectives? Yes, that's the point I'm trying to highlight here. Make it about them. Create that psychological safety to the people around you. Next up, be present, not perfect. If I say out loud to all of you on the call, around 380 of you, that I am the expert, I am the perfect public speaking trainer or communicator or the leadership development facilitator, I'm not. I'm being genuine to you. I'm sharing what I have. So be there, be present, share what you have. I hope I've made my point clear. And you don't have to stress about what this session is going to be. Oh my God, how will people think about me? Am I looking good? Am I looking smart? Is my jacket good enough? Is my English good enough? You don't have to worry about it as long as you're genuine, you're present, and sharing your experiences with others. Yes, what adds to the anxiety is we try to impress. Is there anyone who are going to support this statement? Talk not to impress, but to share, but to understand. You don't have to impress people. You don't have to, really, frankly speaking, you don't have to impress each and every conversation that you have. You don't have to impress. You can share your thoughts, understand them, share your perspectives, and still, okay, wherever you have agreements, go ahead. Wherever you see there are open conversations which requires counter thoughts, all right. So make it about the conversation. I've seen managers who blame the individuals. simply blame the individuals that you are the, your communication skills are poor. You are not good at it. You are not good employee. And they tag people, they tag people. You can separate who from what. Please try to grab the gold. If you can, you should. The good communicators, I would say, they separate who. Vijay has made an error. He has done some blunder in his report. All right, I'm going to separate who. Vijay, is Vijay bad? Absolutely no. Yes, the report, the particular transaction, the particular error has gone wrong. You should highlight that Vijay, you need to skill up, and you need to improve your reporting skills. I know you have been doing good. You have these skills. However, the report has gone wrong. The moment you make people understand that their specific area has gone wrong and they are not wrong, there will be an acceptance. There will be an acceptance that yes, okay, my boss is not blaming me. It's not a personal attack. Everyone, it's not a personal attack. It's the attack on the error. You will suddenly see those folks accepting the error. Oh yes, yes, I acknowledge, I accept, it's my fault. I will make sure this error doesn't happen again. I will improve it, I'll close it, I'll resolve this, whatever. The changes that you do immediately change the rapport that you have with them. Very simple. Because you're showing them that you are interested in their improvement. I'm repeating. Good communicators show interest in others' improvement. Everyone. Really. That yes, you're not wrong, but the report has gone wrong. It has impacted. So they make people understand what has gone wrong, how it is impacting, and why they should not do it again. Instead of saying, Vijay, you always do this error. It's not going to be accepted next time. I will have to think about it. Just look at the impact that the Vijay has or Vinita has. I'm so sorry, I'm just targeting one gender, or whoever has. Yes. So it's important. Good communicators show that intent. I'm sorry, Vijay, it's not you. I'll change the name. All right. Next up, the connect. Don't just present. I've already spoken enough on this. They adjust the energy, they adjust the tempo, the conversation, and all of that. I can add more here. I have seen some managers who are fountains, fountain of ideas. They bring up all the team members in the room and say, okay, team, I have idea. And he'll bring up something, some new project, some new process, some new operational changes, and say, let's do this. All right, let's go. Start that. And second day, before you implement that practice, that new change, the fountain manager calls the meeting, say, oh, well, come here. I have these two new things. You're going to follow that, tap. Every day, new ideas, new changes, new suggestions, and they just flood the team members with a lot of ideas, lot of issues without implementation, without challenges. Do you think they are checking the energy of employees? Possibly no. Is there anyone who is idea fountain manager? Idea fountain managers, I'm sorry, I'm tagging you. Not a good practice. Please accept if you are the fountain manager. Yeah. So Disha, you're now spamming the chat. We can have different conversation separately after the session. I request you, Disha, please do not put something which is different and deviates the conversation. I promise you, I'll connect with you separately to answer those. Is that okay? Thank you. All right, let's move. And we're going to talk about very specific. I'm going slow, I know. And so please don't mind if I rush through some of the things. But just promise, I'm going to make sure it has a value, it has a goal. All right, I'm minimizing this thing. And now we're going to hold on. Yeah. Everyone, do you see these amazing individuals our country has had and have currently? One, late Shri Manmohan Singh ji, our ex-Prime Minister, and one, our current Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Do you see a context here, what I'm trying to make? I'm sorry, I'll minimize the chat box here. Do you see the context here? What I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to demean any of our prime ministers. And just a disclaimer, I'm not from any political parties to have any biases. I truly get inspired by both these individuals for their contribution to our country. One, having amazing competence, having dealt with a period like economic changes that we have seen, liberalization, privatization, and globalization, LPG, right? Shri Manmohan Singh ji, who certainly had different caliber and expertise, but of course did not have the kind of charisma, the kind of oratory skills our current Prime Minister have. Is there anyone who would agree with respect to the communication skills? Absolutely, yes. Can I get yes, thumbs up? The change in perspective is visible, not just to you, me, or all common citizens of India. The perspective, when you have good communication and public speaking skills, you earn the accolades, the esteem in the global stage, at the global stages, I would say. Yes. And that has happened. I'm not taking any sides. So if there are any political kind of supporters, I'm out of it, everyone. Okay. So the part here that I was talking about is, can this public speaking be your superpower? Absolutely yes. There are no second thoughts to it. I'm rushing through, as I've already said. Some of the common mistakes that we have seen in public speaking are: one, and you would agree, please put your comments, perspectives in the chat box. Please keep that going on. I'm going to move with the session a little faster. So reading slides is a common mistake. Speaking too fast, whether employees understand or don't, it doesn't matter. Basically, audience is not in the minds of the speakers. Speakers basically talk about what they have to say and just go off and shut the laptop and go home. It doesn't matter whether the audience understood what they're saying. It is not their concern. There are speakers who read fast, who talk fast, who have that anxiety. We'll talk about it in our next slides. Monotone delivery. Have you ever faced this? A common monotone. We have seen that a lot, right? There are people who can speak in the same tempo. Whatever happens, it doesn't matter. What you have to learn about public speaking, we'll go to the next point now. No eye contact, audience connect. This is going to impact the motivator or communicator. This is how they speak when they are following the monotone, without emphasizing on the word they want to highlight. They miss on the expression and many other things. You would notice this change in tone, possibly. It works better when it is offline. I do that better when it's a classroom. I do that. I really enjoy doing that. But yeah, whatever. I hope you get the point. Lack of structure. We have seen people talking A, Z, PQ, B, C, D, E, right? No flow. Yes, any thoughts, any ideas, no flow about What is the start? What is the problem? What is the current situation? What is the possible solutions? What is the conclusion? Possibly no. What is the point? What is the supporting point? What is the counterpoint? No such construction to the conversation. What happens? They keep wandering, around the topic. Everything that comes to mind, they speak about it. Everything, be it political, like pestle, right? Political, economical, social, judicial. They keep just wandering any point related to that. They just add it. These are again common mistakes. Filler words. I'm trying to say. The challenge here is yeah, filling words, filler words. Again, I have some very specific practices. I'm going to share that with all of you. And ignoring the audience, the biggest mistake that any communicator or public speaker does, they don't think about audience. How will the message go? What will they think? Will they react? Will they respond? Don't care. I want to present. I will present. I will talk. I'll go home. Simple. I did my public speech. Yes, there are many speakers. There are many dignitaries who do that without knowing. But now the market, the scenario is changing. How? They're learning. They're trying to learn the oratory skills. Thanks to a lot of awareness around how it helps. It is changing now. With this, we're going to come to some myths. Now, can you read this out, anyone? I mean, sorry, you can't mute, you can unmute, but yes, do you agree with this? The human brain starts working the moment you're born and never stops until you stand up to speak. My God, you're asking me to speak? Oh, goodness. Yeah. Have you ever experienced this? Ever? Is there anyone who feels, oh my God, suddenly there is a rush in your complete body and brain freezes like anything? My God, I have to speak. And you shake, have a lot of sweat. My God, what should I say? How do I say? How will they see? What will they think about me? How will I look? How will I move? So many things. Yes. So these are the myths. Of course, the speakers can learn. Speakers are made up. The kind of effort that goes into preparing the speech, you're modulating your voice, adjusting your tones, has a lot of efforts, and therefore we need to put in efforts. Yes, great speakers are made. Second myth is this: you have to be funny. Anyone? How many of you agree or disagree here? Do you have to be funny or you have to be authentic? Please put it in the chat box. Quick one. Do you really need to be funny to be a good speaker? Yeah, you need to have some common sense to add that humor. You can't be boring all the time. You can't have same tone and just keep talking about something. You need to have some humor, right? You need to have that. But is that the only thing required? Do you really have to be funny? No. I have not seen many of the speakers, like even our prime minister. He need not be funny all the time to make people listen to him, to make people be attentive when he's speaking. Yes, that's the fact. Next up, you don't have to be perfect, as I've already called out. You just have to be present, be there, have the conversation. The moment you change speech into conversation, you know what happens with when our prime minister, he delivers a speech, and I have a video next coming up for you. When he delivers a speech, he would not be thinking about the way I train or this community trains public speaking. We don't, there is no thought about talking or giving a speech. It's about having a conversation. And with that, we'll see how our some of the speakers, have been conversing, have been starting or initiating their speeches. These are some of the common traits we have seen, and we're going to experience that through videos. So I'm skipping this particular slide. Please don't mind, you're not losing on anything, because I want to emphasize the points through videos, not my monologue. All right. With this, we're going to see Okay, are you all there? Are you having dinner? Are you done with your dinner? What was there in your dinner? Can you just type it in the chat box? I hope you're attending the session. Are you there, everyone? Can I get your responses? I'm going to answer, Aman, I'm going to respond to your queries in a while. So please be there. Thank you. Thank you. Now, the point that we are highlighting here is egg, fruit, and dosa. Thank you. Soup. Amazing. I need your responses, and I'm hungry too. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ronnie, it's not the dinner time. So sorry for that. Please, I'm sure you're looking forward to your dinner. Thank you. The point here we are emphasizing is why you should have connection before you start your content. You know, that's really needed. And let's see how this amazing speaker, one of my favorites, does that. Please see that. All right.
કેમ છો બધા એકદમ મજામાં વાહ
So sorry, the chat was disturbing.
તમારા બધાની ક્ષમા માંગીને મારે આજે ભાષણ હિન્દીમાં કરવું છે કારણ કે બીજા રાજ્યના પણ બધા સાથીઓ આ કાર્યક્રમમાં મોટી સંખ્યામાં જોડાયેલા છે અને આપણે ગુજરાતમાં તો હિન્દી ચાલે કા ચાલે ને
All right, I want to hear from you. What did you take away from this speech? The way he starts, you know, he's connecting with the audience. Before you start and share something crucial, something important, and something that needs attention, what is he trying to say, Prashant, is he's trying to connect with the audience. I'm so sorry for the language. What is he trying to say? And he's trying to connect with the audience. See how he's involving the audience here. And the moment he's asking whether it is okay to speak in a particular language. Okay, he asked whether it is okay if I speak in Hindi to his Gujarati audience, to his home audience. The crowd really responded yes. You know, this is taking permission, yes, but this is connecting with each and everyone. Nobody felt that I'm not concerned or talked to or discussed with. He was there asking everyone, is that okay? Asking for a response. And he got the response. Now people are attentive. What is he going to say next? So connect before you start your content. He's engaging public, inviting the attention from each one of them. That's the point. Some of you, if you were not able to understand, I'm so sorry for that. We'll move to the next video. It is from one of my favorite ever president, and I hope this is some of you, some of our friends who are joining from other nations. He's our beloved late president, Mr. Abdul Kalam Azad, and let's hear and see how well good communicator he was. Let's hear.
I have read about 10 volumes on Mahabharata you have written. Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita discusses what is righteousness in the life. Where there is righteousness in the heart.
Now, see the way he involves the audience, everyone, and please try to note it.
There's a beauty in the character. That's what Mahabharata says. Bhagavad Gita says. Where there is a righteousness in the heart, there's a beauty in the character. Repeat with me. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. Order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world.
Okay, I invite your comments in the chat box. Yes, Abdul Kalam Azad. Not Azad, I'm so sorry. He's APJ Abdul Kalam. I'm very sorry for the misinterpretation in the flow. It happened. With due respect, I acknowledge my mistake. He's Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. What did you note from this particular speech, everyone? Are you there? Can I get a response? I have seen, I'm seeing 311 folks here, excluding us, 300 at least. Can I see your energy, everyone? Connect with the people, influence. He did not have to put in efforts, you see? Did you see his efforts to invite people and have that, repeat that with him? It was natural for him. Yes, it was natural, out of conversation. He's not trying to impress anyone. He shared something valuable, and to make an impact, he just said, can you repeat with me, just casually? Repeat with me and say it aloud. Entire audience was with him, saying those things and following him. What do you think? Did he grab the attention from each and everyone in the room? Yes. Yeah, there are so many, there are a few more such videos. If you're planning to drop the session, you're missing on a lot. Just a disclaimer. All right, we'll go with the next one now, which is one of the greatest president US have had. Let's hear from him, and you can guess the speaker.
Not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Look at the huge audience he's addressing, okay? And see the kind of impact his words have.
Not free. This nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
All right, so there is one particular slogan which he has said. He's not Kennedy, please, Suvendu, he's not Kennedy. I would like some other references. Audio was audible, okay. Martin Luther King, absolutely. So yeah, he did a great work, and amazing orator and speaker, revolutionary, and there are many things we can talk about him. So he led an initiative, a slogan from this particular speech that came out, still continues to drive and inspire millions and billions across. That was, I have a dream. And the public speaking has a principle, or there is a best practice of using a word to re-emphasize the impact after an impactful message. He continued to say for around 4 to 5 times, I have a dream. And that created a huge impact and inspiration to the audience around. And you can read about him, his initiative, his revolution, and various things he did. Next up, we're going to hear what again, one of the very well-known presidents of US, and you know the name here on the screen. We'll hear and see what skills and what specific areas he had. Let's hear.
Obama was born with 2 great gifts. One is his mind, and the other is his ability to speak to large groups of people.
There are three things that Obama does that really makes that speech effective. He wants concrete detail. He likes story, and he loves antithesis, the use of repetition and structure to show contrast. There is not a liberal America or a conservative America. There is one America.
There is not a black America and a white America and Latino America and Asian America. There's the United States of America.
All right, I hope you got the message, what I was trying to say from these speakers. I'm skipping some of these activities that I've had, considering the time crunch. But yes, I'm going to make sure you get the gold out of this session. So we're going to stop at 9:55 probably. I have a few more things to share with you. I'll rush those and I'll take your questions maybe towards the end of the session. We might have to extend for another 5 or 10 minutes to respond to your questions, but I promise stay back till the end. There is a stuff, there is a gold for you to grab, and certainly the question and answer are going to add more value to the conversation. So these are the 4 C's of good communication: having clarity, being confident about your posture, how you carry, how you use your body language. Needless to say, you all are professionals and have been students or professionals. You would know what component of body language is effective. It is, do you know the percentage of our body language carries in impacting the communication? Anyone? The verbal, anyone? You have any idea? How many percentage? What's the impact? Yes, 7 C's of communication. You're right, Pankaj. Not 50, not 80. That's different. Your body language conveys more message. Your non-verbal cues are more important and impactful than your words. That's absolutely true. Yes. So you need to pay attention to because our body carry energy. Every single movement that my facial expressions have, my hand gesture, my posture, the way I sit for this session, I can sit for this like this. Oh goodness, I hope you're able to see. I'm just stretching my legs like this. Hi everyone. Okay, see, body language plays a role, and it does a lot. Your body, the way you carry, it matters. How you connect with the audience. Are you giving the content? Do you offer that content, the words or ideas, the message that audience wants to hear? Yes, they get connected. They get connected. There are ways to engage the audience. There are ways to do that. And of course, the credibility comes from your competence. Let me highlight the importance of competence, your professional achievements, your domain expertise, your educational degrees, your certifications that you do has a value, adds a lot to the credibility. If I had been just a good communicator with 12th pass, believe you me, I would not have been speaking here, frankly speaking. So my credibility comes from the kind of education I have had, the kind of experience I have had, and that adds to your credibility, adds to your authenticity. So absolutely, you need to be authentic. The way you speak, the way you add, messages, your specific examples that you give, the facts that you share has a value. Just sharing good word or good choice of word or adding a lot of vocabulary is not the good idea. Yeah, credibility comes from authentic content. Why did I put cross here? That's not our core. The session's important message is not the 4 C's or other areas. You can find this on YouTube. You can find this on ChatGPT. I'm sure most of you are now prompt experts. Prompt experts, can I get thumbs up? My dear prompt experts, are you good at prompting using ChatGPT? Thumbs up, please. Can I get 300 thumbs up? Oh, we are just 286. No worries. Thumbs up. How many of you are using ChatGPT? Yeah, still learning? Sure, Nagwali, you can catch up. It's easy. All right. So you can find content on ChatGPT, from YouTube, the content that I'm trying to present here, the idea that I'm trying to present here is not this. What you need is the change in behavior, guys. It's almost 10 o'clock. You're about to sleep. Maybe after this call, please make a note and leave a thought, the important thought in your mind. This is not enough. One thing, the trigger. What triggers you to improve your communication and public speaking? Hands up. What triggers? Your desire to start your YouTube channel, your urge, passion to start your own startup, your urge to become and grab that promotion which is pending for so long, or it is your urge to become a good public speaker and influencer and drive change and monetize your skills and so on. Yes, that urge, bring that change with that urge. Otherwise, you're going to procrastinate, everyone. You're just going to procrastinate. This session, hundreds of these sessions, the videos that we do are not going to help you. What is going to help you is this. Have you ever seen this? Can I get a thumbs up? Those who are from psychology background might have heard this or might have seen this. This is something which is going to help you know yourself better. Yes, Salim, I'm going to deep dive. I'm there for you in just next 2 minutes. What I'm going to do is, yes, you need practice. You need good tone, voice abilities. You need to have, good content. You should have a hook and so many things. I'm going to tell you the most important thing is knowing yourself. And from this scale, what this is Johari window. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Satyendra. I'm going to add that some pointers. If not, maybe Q&A, I'll cover that. Johari window helps you know yourself and reduce. I'm going to bring in, hold on, the laser pointer. See, known to self is certainly, these areas. This is open for you. You're good at Excel. You're good at presentation. You're good at data analytics, maybe psychology, maybe marketing, maybe finance. You're good at playing a guitar, which others don't know. That is hidden area for others. Yeah. But you don't know that you can be a good communicator. You can be a good speaker. Blind spot. That's your blind spot, guys. That's your blind spot. Finding your blind spot, finding the unknown area is something that we have to do. How you do that? Certainly, I have ways to do that. I'm going to tell you, you have to reduce and rather expand the open area. Let people know what skills you have, guys. Yes, folks. How many of you agree that people should know what skill set you have? So you open your area to others. Highlight your skills to others. So there is very small portion. I'm so sorry. I'll just minimize the chat box. There is a very low portion of hidden area. You can see here, this is the ideal one. You should reduce the hidden area. All right, by disclosing, expressing your passion, expressing your art, expressing your skill sets to the world, to the people around you, to people who are beyond your network. Yes, you should expand your blind spot. There are things which you don't know, hidden potential. I'm talking about self-actualization. I'm talking about that. You have to reduce this blind spot by asking more feedback. I'll just go to the next one. How do you shrink your blind spot is ask the feedback. Don't wait for formal reviews. Absolutely. Reach out to people. Tell them, I welcome the feedback, everyone, is the message here. Welcome the feedback and crave for feedback. Let me go ahead and say, crave for feedback. That's going to help you improve. That's going to help you reduce your blind spots. Ask people, where do I lack? How do I communicate? How does it sound? There are many ways. Nowadays, you don't need to speak in front of a mirror. You don't need a mirror for that. You have a mobile. You have a laptop. Just record yourself. Talk about 1 minute record yourself and hear it out, send it to others. Hey, how do I sound on video? Is it inspiring? Would you listen to me for the entire 1 minute, or was it boring? What's needed? Ask people like me. You can come to experts and say, how do I, what is the challenge here? I might say, oh, your tonality is the challenge. You need to add more articulation, be clear with the flow, right? And so on. So get the feedback. Second one, reduce your hidden area. What is hidden area? You disclose to people why you want to be a best kept secret. Do you want to be a best kept secret? No, absolutely not. You want your skill sets to go global. Yes, if that is the case, you can't be shy. Go beyond your comfort zone. Tell people, yes, I'm learning the skill. I want to be good at it. I am interested in developing my skill set. Will you help me? Vulnerability. I'm talking about vulnerability. Show to people that you are not perfect, but you want to be. You want to improve. You want to go to the next version, and so on. So that's how you reduce your hidden area. In discussions, I'm still learning. It's okay, but here's my view. You're being complacent about it. You're being soft and humble about it. Absolutely okay. You don't have to say and do gaga around. Hey, I'm the best at public speaking. You don't have to do that. You just have to tell them, I'm learning public speaking. Can I try something with you? Yes, try doing that. It works. People would know, and that's how you'll get more opportunities to display your skill set, to display and demonstrate your skill sets to others. And that will bring you money, that will bring you fame, that will bring you respect, credibility, authenticity, everything you ask for. You start working on this model. I'm telling you. Next up, the self-reflect. It's the unknown area. Explore the unknown area, which is unknown for you, unknown for others, right? So what is the best way to do that? I'm not a spiritual expert, but certainly it takes a lot of effort to keep away from mobiles and all distractions that you have in your life. Do that once a week. It's really going to help you understand, where am I heading to? Where is your goal and where are you heading to? Is your skill set that you have will help you reach to the potential startup that you're trying to open? Absolutely no. So do the skill gap analysis, find out what will help me reach my goal, list those down. Okay, all right, I don't have the skills, or I'm really good at this, I didn't know this. Yes, you need to do that. What is this? Again, I'm reiterating this for you. You can take a screenshot. What you need to apply and start doing, practicing here is reduce these areas, reduce the blind spots, reduce the hidden areas, and certainly know more about yourself. There are many things that we don't know about ourselves. We don't get time beyond Insta and social networks that we have. Spend some time. Next up, there were tongue twisters. One of the activities I wanted to try. It's almost 10. I should be stopping here, but I want to share some more things which are going to help you. All right, I'm going to share this across to our respected professors here. They'll certainly share the recorded videos, but please don't drop. Please don't drop. There are a few things coming up for you, and I may not give justice to explaining all of this, but these are some of the good things. These are some of the toolkits that we follow, or we should follow, when we draft our speeches, when we draft our conversations. Each conversations matter. Each conversation does, really.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we are very short on time now.
Absolutely, I'm wrapping up.
9:58.
I just need a couple of minutes and then we are wrapping up.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Purva. So these are some of the models I'm going to show up quickly on the screen as a glimpse. AIDA is the one: attention, interest, desire, and action. Certainly, you may read about it. We may have another session. Whenever we have, I'll emphasize more. There are few storytelling elements which I've added. Again, I'm not doing justice with this, but yeah, just for your eyes. There are few Other models including STAR, which covers the situation, task, action, and result. Again, you can draft your speech, your message, your content around these, and it's going to be amazing for you. And who else I should share with you rather than and other than the great author Sudha Murthy ji. I'll quickly play this video for you to have a look at and understand what she brings in. But I think I should skip this considering the time crunch. I'll focus on other areas where we can create more impact. So creating your elevator pitch is one of the key messages I wanted to give you and pass on. Create your elevator pitch, everyone, following this NWWW, right? What is this? Name, what, why, and wow. So this is 4-step approach. Tell your name, what you do, why you're doing it, your passion, and lastly, the wow factor about what you're doing, something that you're proud about. Always, remember me, always be ready with this elevator pitch. You may require this to talk to a new person you're meeting, to talk to maybe your possible investors, to your next employer during the interview. Otherwise, on the go, you might meet some people, some professionals, some experts, and you may want to introduce yourself in the most exciting way within 60 seconds of time. So please create your elevator pitch, which is just covers within 60 seconds. 60 seconds, you should record this on your mobile and see how you can improve further, right? That's the goal. That's the way you can start. And there are certainly some ways on delivery techniques. I'm just going to show up on the screen. May not be able to talk more on this, just for your eyes quickly. You can refer to the recordings and maybe attend the next session that we may have. I'm going to quickly show some areas how you can improve your articulation. Again, please don't mind. Really apologies for having some content which is overrunning. And there are some areas which will help you improve your spontaneous speaking. There were some specific steps that you could follow. Don't worry, I'm going to send this across to ma'am, and then she can certainly forward it to you for your references. Next, there are some poses which reduces your anxiety. We were supposed to talk about cortisol and testosterone here, the kind of which generates basically your dominance and your positive approach towards the session, towards any public speaking opportunity you may have had. These power poses have amazing power to reduce your cortisol, the hormone which increases your stress. So the moment you sit, you may not be able to sit like this in social environments. This is for you to sit at when you're relaxed at leisure at home. But certainly these are some of the postures. This is which is going to help you reduce some anxiety and reduce some stress before the speech. There are other areas which includes box breathing, hissing are certainly most effective way. I do that, I apply that as well. And lastly, this is what I had created to share with each one of you on how you can improve. As a PDF, you're going to get these slides, so don't worry, don't try to understand that in rush. So these are some of the chat storms I wanted to create. We may not have time because we have to rush towards our question and answers. But lastly, I do that with each and every session. Any session should not be without experience and exposure activity. That means I told you and you committed that you owe the most, important ability to drive the change. This is it. Yeah, please take a screenshot of this and please do it for yourself. Create your elevator pitch, ask for insight, 1 minute thought leadership, lead the movement. There are some specific initiatives you are requested to do as a part of your application, and to bring the change, you should do it. Learning by doing is the most effective way, is what I'm trying to express through these activities. For students who are still learning, who are in their bachelor's or master's, who are not working professionals, may want to look at these options to apply and start your journey towards public speaking and improving yourself as a good communicator. With this, I'm going to stop and over to Apurva ma'am, and we can take few questions as the time permits.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. I think it was really inclusive, the whole exercise, the whole workshop. I'm sure all the students, they have learned a lot. And definitely you've catered to a large area with respect to public speaking, confidence, communication. In the end, we also were able to look at certain postures which might help students to feel a bit free. And there were some more exercises, and I'm sure that you are going to send us the PDFs, and we can share with that with our students. At the same time, since we do not have time for the questions, I would request you can share your LinkedIn ID here in the chat box, so that students can they can reach out to you, and you can definitely help them in their queries if they have anything that they would like to ask you or understand from you, or any guidance perhaps. So I think this was a very successful session with respect to communication, and with respect to the difference between language, communication, how people are mostly confused about it. So I think in that ways, I think our students have learned a lot. They have definitely taken notes, I'm sure. Yes, students, I'm sure you have taken notes. Yes, just give me a yes in the chat box. Very good. So on that note, I'll just proceed with the thank you note. So first of all, I extend my sincere gratitude for delivering an exceptional webinar session on Wings to Fly. So your sir, insightful presentation and expertise definitely provided valuable insights into this crucial topic. I would also like to express appreciation to the participants for the high level of engagement and interactivity during the session. I think I could see the chat box was bombarding with all the responses, and that is one trait we can see for any successful webinar or workshop. So that's why students, your active involvement has undoubtedly enriched the learning experience for everyone. And so yes, thank you, Mr. Akshay, for your expertise, for your time, and the way you have helped our students. And
I think
definitely
maybe 30 seconds just towards the end. Apurva.
yeah, okay. And to the students for their enthusiastic presence and participation. And all of this all together has made this seminar, this webinar, a truly successful one. So on that note, I think I'll give Sir the virtual desk. I think he wants to say something. Sir, go ahead.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you, Apurva. Thank you, all distinguished professors who are there throughout the session. And the most important, who makes the speech, who makes the training session successful is the audience. Each one of you played a role. And it's my commitment to Amity, to you, to each one of you who's attending the session. It's my passion to help people bring out the best version out of them, and I'm committed to that. So please feel free to reach out if you need any support, you need to consult, you need some advices, or you're looking to just network for various any advices, or you look for, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, and we can certainly chat. But it's my commitment that I'm going to support you, help you achieve your next version, and we'll be keeping in touch throughout. So thank you, ma'am, for this opportunity. Amity, as I said, is doing phenomenally well for beyond the curriculum, beyond the university expects, rather the institutes do. So I'm really happy to contribute and be part of or in association with Amity University. So thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you
Disha,
so much.
you can connect separately on LinkedIn, and I'll certainly respond to your questions. Very sorry for running over time, and
No, sir. I think students are really fortunate that you gave so much of time, and it is also one of the qualities of a great presenter. It happens that you have so much to give to our students, so I think it's natural. So yes, all the students, please connect with sir over LinkedIn. Sir is there for you, and he has just so dedicatedly asked you all to reach out to him, and that speaks a lot about him also. So students, I think you've understood the procedure, how to go towards him. So I think that's clear enough.
Sure.
And thank you so much, sir. Thank you. It was
Thank
really
you.
great
Thanks, everyone.
experience. Yes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Please share the
students.
feedback with ma'am. Do not leave the session without completing your feedback sheets. That's really important for us to, improve, and certainly Amity to bring out more such sessions to you. So thank you very much. I'm not able to share LinkedIn ID. It may take some time for me to find and give it here. So I've shared my name. You can search me with my name and United Airlines. You'll find me. You'll find me there. Thank you.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Dr. Rama. Thank you, Ms. Shivani, and Ms. Gunjan, and all the people from the Amity Online Academic Operations, and Mobin sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good night, everyone. Take care and happy learning to all of you.